First, we're going to plunge you right back into the hallucinatory nightmare of Santa Claus. And then we're going up to the Alps, and we're going to have the autobiography of a simple Christmas tree. Are we ready? We'll start with A Visit to Santa. Let's roll.
Not Satan, Santa.
Well...
I'm suspicious of movies made by guys named Clem.
Yeah, only football teams should involve Clems.
A Visit Faux Danta.
Font humor, folks.
We love it.
Yeah.
Music performed on a Lowry organ by an elf on lithium.
I'm sorry, kid, I didn't catch that.
I won't be here until you and Ann are sleeping. Good night, Ann.
What the hell, are they speaking in tongues?
Mommy, say good night to Daddy for me. All right, I'll tell him good night for both of you.
But mostly for you, Anne, because Daddy likes you best.
Oh, please. You've had a drink already. Now, children, it's time to go to sleep.
You know we can't afford a second drink of water.
I
swear it's like some Carpathian dialect.
Yes, Anne. Far up at the North Pole, Santa is reading your letter now.
The North Pole, ladies and gentlemen. The North Pole.
Pasadena.
Yeah, when Anne read this out loud, it sounded like, Anne.
Yeah, this job would be a lot easier if I knew how to read.
Why not? Boys and girls all over the world wonder how Santa lives. I think I'll send for them in my magic helicopter. Oh, Toby, come here.
Interesting. I didn't know that David Lynch made a Christmas film.
Toby, take my magic helicopter and bring the 2 children here to visit me. Finally.
Just grab the first 2 kids you can find. Doesn't matter.
All Christmas Eve trip.
Your own words and my command.
An even shorter mini dress shall be your reward.
It's uncomfortable.
What the hell? They clear the shots.
Wake up, wake up. Santa sent me here to take you to the North Pole.
He needs some
Hurry
cheap
up and
labor.
Get dressed and then we'll fly to Santa.
It's just a short hop in the magic helicopter. There it is.
What, behind the painting?
Santa's castle, North Pole. Hold tight, kids. We're coming in for a snowy landing.
Hang on, kids. The pilot's been hit. We're going down. We're going down.
Before you know it, Dick and Ann are hurried to the castle entrance.
Conveniently marked Santa.
They see the busy elves hurrying to and fro.
But mostly fro.
The throne room in Santa's castle, then.
Santa, the officers, Ann and Dick.
Welcome to Santaland. I'm very glad you came to see me. Here, wait a minute.
I'll be in my cage, sir.
Get on my lap and let me tell you about Santa what you might not know.
Like, did you know Santa did a nickel in Greenville for armed robbery?
The children are amazed. Here they are, sitting on Santa's lap.
Well, struggling on Santa's lap.
Explains that every year, just before Thanksgiving, he starts the merry Yuletide by visiting towns and cities all over the world.
Exotic ports like
Ready
Hoboken.
to please little children. He makes his jolly trip in many different ways. He arrives on riverboats and finds many new friends all along the way. Wherever he goes, he always has loads of fun.
Why, here he is in Dallas in 1963.
Oh, yes. In many towns, the marching bands turn out and step lively to the Merry Christmas tunes. The little elves parade, too.
Oh, good for the elves, not letting the protesters get him down.
Now, isn't that nice? They even have a big mailbox to help Santa collect his letters from the boys and girls.
Boys and girls never have to know that it goes right to the landfill after the parade.
See that chimney? I'll let you in on a little secret. Santa almost didn't fit in it, and Mrs. Santa Claus has informed him that he must stop eating so much.
Santa then reminded Mrs. Claus that she had never signed a prenup, and that all the nice jewelry she wears is technically still on loan. Ho,
I'm not wearing any pants and nobody knows it. Merry Christmas. Oh.
With all the big new shopping centers opening everywhere, Santa has to use his new rocket to get around.
Nice shot. Well
But he
composed
still
there.
uses his reindeer on Christmas Eve. They can get him just anywhere, and he's so proud of them, too.
He's also proud of his new sidekick, Prince of Space.
No trip to Santaland would be complete without a tour of the village toy shop.
Joey, the one-man
elves have a
elf
miniature
parade.
town, and every window have little toy people jumping around.
Jumping?
Here they make the tinsel and the Christmas tree ornaments.
Wow, look at him jump.
Jumping around.
In this little store, they make the ribbon, turn out the wreaths, and make your home so bright and cheery. It fills the air with Christmas spirit.
Yes, unceasing tedium is a type of Christmas spirit.
Here are the little girls. Dolls are dressed with fine and fancy stitch.
And halos, too, for some reason.
And oh yes, baby brother is quite a helper too.
I'm a good helper. I make my arms move a lot.
Every
Helping.
doll must have a head and also have a body.
But no soul.
These busy elves on spinning lays turn out the long, thin bodies, while others paint their saucy faces and put them all together.
Yes, each face is caked with a thick Bernaise sauce.
Saucy.
Saucy.
You know, I don't approve of toys building other toys. It's an unholy abomination.
And Santa too, like pies and cakes and cookies. This little store delights in making all those yum goodies.
Yum Yum Goodies is also a Japanese website which all decent people should avoid.
A tour of Santa's Happy Land would not be quite complete without a visit to his big toy warehouse. Not far from the street.
Morning, Nancy.
There's
Morning,
gifts,
sir.
toys for everyone. It's really a big treat.
Dear Easter Bunny, I am seeking more lucrative employment. Here is my resume.
And here are some more toys you can't have, so don't touch them.
There's bears and dogs and cats galore. There's lions, tigers too. They won't bite and they don't fight, 'cause they're just made for you.
May not apply to you specifically.
Those busy elves are everywhere, and Santa needs them too.
Oh, to prepare a sleigh.
His rocket.
You
rocket,
turn
sorry.
them on, those funny little toys, the monkey drums and drums and drums. He never does get tired. Our old mother bear, she scrubs and rubs.
The rubbing makes everyone uncomfortable.
To yell at talk the whole day through and do a lick of work. For little girls, a doll is fun to wash, to dress, and spank.
Spanking
Santa
feature
has
subject to
a
local law.
of every kind and type. How Anne enjoy these pretty dolls, and Dick shows no.
I guess
delight.
Dick's just not in the mood to wash, dress, or spank.
No washing for him.
A kitchen full of household toys will keep the youngster busy. She'll cook and scrub the whole day long, then serve a TV dinner.
Yep, she serves food to television sets. She's an odd kid.
Okay, Wizard, this is ready to be packed.
But I have a science project
Keep
due.
working, kid.
All children like to make some noise, and Santa says it's music. A toy piano or a drum will give them hours of fun.
Hours meaning minutes.
The older children like to build, and here's a boat to prove it.
But I'm also happy to use my fist to prove it if you think you're man enough.
Time's up, children.
Oh, here we go,
Santa.
For Dick and Ann, their visit's almost over, but Santa saved his pride and joy till last. We'll take his rocket to the Super Toy Town trains. All aboard!
And you'll be cooking and scrubbing again. Dick, put your feet up. Grab a cigar.
It's the 50s.
Whoosh.
And here we are. Now, wasn't that fun?
You don't really want an answer to that, do you, narrator?
A breathtaking view of Santa's wonderful trains. I wonder if Anne will be as excited as Dick.
What a filthy narrator.
There's trains of all kinds, coming and going, starting and stopping, logging trains, freight trains, streamliners, old-time choo-choos. I'll bet Daddy would enjoy this too.
But since we kidnapped you away from Daddy in the middle of the night, that's not going to happen now, is it, kids?
Look at that village. there must be a whole town of toy houses.
Seized by eminent domain to build a huge toy mall.
How long do we have to look at it, Santa?
Just look at it. Look at it. Keep looking.
Look out, children. They're coming on over you.
Look out, kids. There's no hospital at the North Pole. Most of the elves are so inbred they don't even survive a common cold.
And look, a toy circus with sideshows and a big three-ring circus tent. Did you ever see such a wonderful show?
I never have. I'm as excited as Dick.
Look at that circus parade.
Look at it for how long?
Just start looking. I'll tell you when you're done, kids. Look.
Santa, do these trains ever wreck? They do? Gosh, that's fun. Oh, no wrecks today.
No Rex. Gosh.
This is loads of fun. We could watch them for hours.
And you will. Oh, yes, you will. Look at it.
Look, a toy coal mine.
And toy union strike busters.
Do we really have to leave, Santa? It's time to go back home. We have certainly enjoyed it, but we know that you have to start on your long journey.
Actually, I subcontract all that out to China now.
I'm so glad you came. Dick and Ed, always remember, the entire Christmas celebration is to commemorate the birth of Jesus Christ. Hundreds of years ago, in the wonderful spirit of Christmas.
They edited out his dire warning about the rapture.
Hurry home to Toby. Bye. Bye. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to all. Merry Christmas.
May your toy organ always be dissonant and have a very creepy Christmas. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Nothing says Merry Christmas like this.
Ah, so what'd you get me for Christmas? A watch? A new iPod?
Nope.
Oh, a Rhapsody. Well, thank you so much.
Looks like a fine July day in Minnesota.
Sure does.
Yeah.
Face can't read my poker face.
The trees stand tall and proud,
Soon to be cut down for toilet paper.
except for a lowly little one.
The Al Pacino of trees.
Whoa, I'm a tree.
Very nice.
He thinks himself small and of no account.
He's such an idiot. Don't pay any attention to him.
The grand big trees, they tower above me.
And so I will set them on fire and laugh as they burn.
The grand big trees, they play with the wind.
They tell the wind that their marriage is basically over anyway.
They reach up and speak with the heavens. They bathe their tops in the sunlight.
I said they could take their tops off, and they slapped me.
They keep the sun from me and the falling snow.
They pantsed me in front of Sherry D'Amico at last year's homecoming.
I am small and of no account.
I live with my 2 cats and work part-time at the hobby store.
While the north stands forth in glory.
While I sit for hours watching the Game Show Network.
While the forester's cottage guards the glade and shelters the forester's children.
Whose names are Forrest and Forestress Forrester.
I guess. I don't know.
Maybe we should try this on a hill someday.
Hey, don't talk crazy.
Crazy talk.
The forester's children, they will not notice me.
They're not the sharpest knives in the drawer.
I have no snow on my branches.
Kind of running out of interesting things to say about yourself, aren't you?
No snow on my branches.
Wait, hang on, sis. Help me find a snowless tree to whiz on. Hello.
Wow, I have never seen anything, literally never, as small and of no account as this tree. It's totally no account.
The forester.
And his ventriloquist dummy.
He will not notice me. For I am small and of no account.
I can't deposit money at the bank. Why? No account. Sorry.
Small.
But those trees are of account as opposed to me. See how it works?
The forester laughs.
He laughs the bitter laugh of a man who knows he's chosen the wrong profession.
And now he's coming to laugh at me.
You know, he's got time to do it. He faked an injury to draw workman's comp.
The forester is mostly skull with a thin layer of flesh barely covering it.
What do you think, Mrs. Syphilpuss?
How would I know? I'm just a wooden dummy.
Mrs. Syphilpuss.
I'm Mr. Syphilpuss.
Wait a minute, what the hell is that? What are you doing? No, please, I liked it better when nobody paid any attention to me. I'm small and of no account, remember? No, Forrester, please, whatever you're about to do, please think about it. Look into your heart. No, Lord God, for the love of God, don't you possibly, no, ah, my God, oh, this hurts more than I can possibly imagine. You monsters! Ah!
Why are those who like the big trees, the strong trees, the straight trees, why have they now come for me?
Oh, you're right. That's the wrong tree. Hey, kids, leave it there to rot.
No!
They can't want me for the mast of the
Oh, it
ship.
hurts. Oh.
They can't want me for the beam of the roof.
Well, don't rule that out. Remember, not the brightest kids around.
La 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 la, beam of a roof. La 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 la.
What is there left that I can be?
La wah wah wah. Wait, I forget. Where do we live again?
I thought you knew.
I thought you knew. You're not very bright.
I hope we never get electricity.
Or heat.
It's overrated.
Those kids better not be hanging out with that Forrester creep again.
This makes Bob Cratchit's place look like the Playboy Mansion.
Why'd you bring that no-account tree in here?
Here we go. Move it this way. No, just over here. No, you're ruining Christmas.
Quick ramp up, Ma.
A place of my own. By the glow of the hearth,
Fueled by the hacked up remains of my fellow trees.
the warmth of the fire on my branches. The tall trees will look in upon me.
And I shall press my hams against the glass and invite them to kiss.
You know, this far out in the wilderness, the only ornaments you get are dry potato peels and rodent skulls.
So, this is what kids did for fun before they had hoops to push around with sticks, right?
Little Susie would go mad from isolation and reenact The Shining later that night.
She decorated the hell out of that branch.
One by one, my boughs are made beautiful.
Your male bows, right? You are a dude?
A beautiful dude.
Beautiful.
My God, guys, have you ever seen such Rhapsody? Oh, it's
As
serious
beautiful
Rhapsody.
as any in the forest.
And twice as fabulous.
The true meaning of Christmas, endless shots of motionless, inanimate trees.
Man, Rhapsody! That is serious Rhapsody.
Sprinkle on some breadcrumbs before we deep fry this sucker.
It's not fried, it's shake and bake.
And I helped.
Well, these folks go all out. I usually just hang a pair of truck nuts from the tree and call it a night.
Mom's in the next room shrieking at Dad to go out and get a better tree. One of a count.
A star for my crown.
A star, just like Emilio Estevez used to be.
And a manger at my feet.
As a tree, I don't know what a manger is or what significance it might have, but still, it's at my feet.
Now, which one of these figures is Stinkor, the evil master of odors?
It's a biblical nativity scene, not He-Man.
Oh, wow. My faith is shaken to its core.
And so as evening fell,
The werewolves emerged.
the little boy knew at last that this was why he'd been sheltered in the green wood and shaded from the sun.
He also started referring to himself in the third person.
As he
This is
shimmered in the
weird.
firelight, he proudly awaited the family's return.
They were out fighting Sinbad for a Turbo Man doll.
The manger at his feet,
Whose purpose continued to baffle him.
his branches made beautiful,
His needles already drying up and falling to the floor.
a star for his crown.
Which we covered thoroughly not 45 seconds ago.
Quite thoroughly.
All
Yes.
the forest. He had been chosen to bring joy to the world
Joy to the world.
on the night before Christmas.
And since the tree is going to bring joy to the world, join us in the beloved Christmas carol, Silent Night, I guess. What the hell's going on?
Tomorrow belongs to us children.
Some minor lip sync issues there.
That's because they're actually singing polka thing.
That's your limit now.
Sorry.
Joy and love and peace on the night before Christmas.
Hey, this is hardly the time or the place for any of that.
Where's our son?
Our son has been taken from us.
I've abandoned my child! I've abandoned my boy!
Daniel Day-Lewis.
Grinch is on top of that mountain, gluing antlers onto his dog.
The annual family tradition of praying for Santa to bring them indoor plumbing.
That night, the forester was visited by 3 spirits.
Yeah, Jack Daniels, Johnny Walker, and Jim Beam.
He passed out in the snow and lost his left foot to frostbite. Christmas Rhapsody! That is some serious Rhapsody.
I am Rhapsodified.